The gold standard reset. Can it eliminate federal taxes? What if tomorrow the United States unveiled a brand new digital dollar but with a twist? It was fully backed by gold. Imagine a financial system where every dollar in your digital wallet represented real ounces stored in vaults, and politicians could no longer print trillions out of thin air. Pair that with a shift from income taxes to a clean, consumption-based value-added tax, VAT, and suddenly the question becomes real. Could this reset actually eliminate federal taxes as we know them? Hi, from printing press to hard money, since 1971, when Nixon closed the gold window, the U.S. dollar has floated on faith, not gold. That shift allowed Washington to run deficits, expand entitlements, fight foreign wars, and bail out banks, all fueled by the invisible tax of inflation. Income taxes were layered on top, creating a two-headed system. Explicit taxation on wages and stealth taxation through money printing. A gold-backed digital dollar would break this model. By tying every unit of currency to a fixed supply of gold, inflation as a government tool would vanish. The Fed couldn't dilute purchasing power at will. Fiscal reality would snap back into focus. Only taxes could fund spending. The VAT as the new revenue engine, so where would revenue come from in this gold-anchored world? The answer is VAT. A value-added tax is collected at every step of production and sale. If the U.S. adopted a VAT of 15–20%, it could replace trillions in income tax receipts. Consumers would see it embedded in the cost of goods and services, but their paychecks would be free of federal withholding. No April 15th filings. No IRS audits over W-2s and 1099s. Just a streamlined, consumption-based system. The beauty of VAT is its simplicity. Those who spend more contribute more. Tourists, corporations, and even offshore buyers of U.S. goods all feed the system. The revenue base expands naturally without punishing productivity. Thus, fiscal discipline by force gold doesn't bend to political promises. A digital dollar pegged to gold would cap government's ability to overspend. Deficits couldn't be financed with magic money. The only lever left would be tax rates. This constraint would impose the discipline Washington has lacked for decades. Politicians couldn't quietly inflate away debt. They'd have to balance budgets or raise VAT in plain sight, a far more transparent, accountable system. The gold peg is the ultimate referee. Ripple effects on the global stage. If the U.S. moved to a gold-backed digital dollar, others would follow. Europe, Asia, and emerging economies would race to peg their own digital currencies to hard assets. Global trade would stabilize, currencies would carry real weight again, and debt-heavy nations might seek a one-time reset, wiping away unsustainable liabilities before joining the new standard. And where does XRP fit? Even in a gold-anchored world, national currencies would need a bridge for cross-border settlement. XRP, designed for speed and neutrality, could remain the global lubricant for FX flows, tokenized assets, and digital trade. Could federal income tax really disappear? Here's the bold takeaway. Yes, under a gold-backed digital dollar with a robust VAT, the federal income tax could be eliminated. Washington would still collect what it needs, but directly from spending, not earnings. Workers would keep their full pay. Entrepreneurs would scale without fear of crushing tax brackets. It would be a seismic shift, rewriting the American social contract. Instead of punishing success, the system would tax consumption, aligning with how most of the developed world already funds government. Combined with gold's discipline, it could restore trust in money itself. Closing thought, a digital dollar pegged to gold isn't just monetary nostalgia. It's a possible blueprint for the future. A system where your paycheck is truly your own, where inflation doesn't steal silently, and where the IRS as we know it becomes obsolete. Radical? Absolutely. Impossible? Maybe not. The question is whether leaders will have the courage to reset the system on hard money and free the American worker from federal income tax forever. Nate, what do you think? Is the gold standard reset the only way to kill income tax once and for all? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget, subscribe to LTL Productions for more crypto deep dives, financial resets, and the future of money. This is not financial advice. It's education for the digital age.